Hi and welcome to the first video in our Check Point CCSA course series. In this video we are looking at the essentials of the Gaia OS, the powerful operating system that underpins Check Point's security solutions. Whether you are new to network security or brushing up on your skills, this introduction will provide you with a solid foundation to navigate Gaia OS. From its user-friendly interface to its robust command line capabilities. So let's get started on our journey to mastering the Check Point Certified Security Administrator, the CCSA certification. And we can start by looking at the Gaia guide that you can find in this website. It's free to install, to download. So we can start our course by looking at the page 19 here. And they started by explaining what does Gaia mean. So Gaia is the mother of all in the ancient Greek. So in Greek mythology, Gaia is the mother of all, which represents closely integrated parts from one efficient system. The Gaia OS supports the full portfolio of Check Point software blades because we have Gaia and we have the SMB. So the SMB appliances does run a light Gaia software. We can take a look at them later. But here, the Gaia OS is designed from the ground up for modern high-end deployments. Gaia includes this. So IPv4, IPv6, high connection and virtual systems, load sharing, high availability, cluster XL. This is includes in the certification. Dynamic and multicast routing, easy to use command line interface, role-based administration. So now let's talk about the command line interface. Gaia features a user-friendly command line interface, the CLI, designed for executing various commands with a consistent syntax structure. The CLI can be accessed through SSH or a web browser. So let's take a look at our server here. So this is our SMS server, the smart management server. This is the console. But we can go to Windows here and use PowerShell to connect to the smart server. And this is the SSH way. So SSH admin at the IP address. I press enter one time, password, and now we are in the server. The web browser way is to log into the web browser, HTTPS. Can take that out like this. So HTTPS : / the IP address, and we log in. So here we can press here, and now we have the same terminal as in the PowerShell. So as we did before, admin, and now we are in the CLI in the Gaia. So here user operations are made easier with an enhanced help system and auto-completion features. The default CLI shell is known as CLI. So this here is known as CLI because we have CLI and we have the expert mode. So a restricted shell that limits access to the advanced system and Linux functions. This is the CLI. To gain access to these advanced features, you can switch to expert mode by running the expert command. So for example, here we can type expert, press enter. So we need to define a password. So expert password, and press enter once, and now we can type a password and type it again, and now we can go to the expert mode. maybe we can look at it there. So expert, press enter and type the password. And now we are in the expert mode. So we can switch to the expert mode by running the expert command. Before doing so, a password for the expert mode must be set, as we did. To exit expert mode and return to CLI, simply we use the exit command. So here we are in the expert mode. We type exit, and we are back to the CLI. The commands of Gaia CLI are organized into groups of related features. These commands follow a simple and consistent syntax, making it easier to manage and configure your system. So we can take a look back to the Gaia here, the Gaia admin guide. We go to the page 41, and we can see that Gaia CLI commands are organized in groups. So these are our main operations: the add, adds and creates, sets a value, show, delete, and we have many other commands here: save, reboot, halt, quit. So these are the examples that we will work with in the future. A very important feature in Gaia is the command completion feature. This tool helps you automatically complete commands as you type, saving time and reducing errors. Whether you are new to the Gaia OS or seasoned user, command completion makes navigating the command line quicker and more efficient. So we can take a look. So back to our windows here. So command completion is like this. For example, I want to set my cluster, for example, cluster. Here we can press tab key once, and it will complete. This is the command completion. So set cluster, and if you need to see what commands do we have after cluster, so press tab again, and you can see that we have member, we have cluster member. Take that. So force, failover, or member. We have two choices here. Another example. So for example, we can press tab here. See that set has so many commands. So this is the command completion. So we can take a look at the guide again here, page 39. We can see that hostname set in tab. Another example is escape. See possible command completions. So can test that also. So set, and now we can see that we can do all this. So escape is very important, because for example, if you're looking to set a new static route, for example, so set in static. So here we can scroll down to static and see how the command looks like. So for example, static, you can see here, show set static route. So all these are possible options that we can use. So here we can take another example, for example, add, and press escape twice, and you can see all the possible options that add provides. So now let's explore how to manage user-defined extended commands within Gaia CLI. So the extended commands are a powerful tool for configuring and troubleshooting Gaia and Check Point products. They come in two forms: built-in extended commands, so commands that comes with the installation, and user-defined commands that a user can create. We can leverage role-based administration, the RBA, to assign these commands to specific roles and assign those roles to users or user groups. This allows for precise control over user permissions, enhancing the security and manageability of your system. So let's take a look at this page. So here we can see, so we can try show extended commands, for example. So show extended commands and press enter. So these are the built-in extended commands, and we will back to them later in this course. So now let's take a look at some examples. For example, frequently used commands. So as an administrator, you will often rely on certain commands in your role. So throughout this course, you will be introduced to many of these essential commands. So here are a few of most frequently used firewall commands. For example, to check the version of the checkpoint software installed on a gateway, use the command fwver or fw version. So we can try that here. So fw version, and we can see that the version is 8120. Another command, so to view the name of the security policy currently installed on the gateway, we use the fw stat. So we can test here stat, but I have no policy here, so maybe localhost is not a firewall. We need to test that on a gateway. So another interesting command is the cpinfo -y and all. This will show us what take is installed and all the hotfixes. So we can do as this, and we can see that there are no hotfixes installed in this machine because it's a new installation. But in the production, we can see all the hotfixes installed. So that was for this video. In the next video, we will continue the chapter 1 in this course and look at, for example, the web UI. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video.